In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to work an integrated I-cord in the round. This technique is used in Bonita to create the bones on her arms and legs. It's a really fun embellishment technique that lets you work in the round seamlessly while creating this raised I-cord look that gives her the look of bones. So let's get started. In the example of this toy, both the dark background color and the lighter color used for the integrated I-cord are joined on the same round. And so what I've done is kind of set up a mock sleeve here for us to look at, where it comes down in one color and has this little pearl ridge. And then what we're going to do now is join the background color and the bone color, what we're making our integrated I-cord out of, on the same round. So I'm going to set her aside. And I've already joined the dark color here and knit a few stitches. And so we're going to work our integrated I-cord right in the middle of this needle, just kind of front and center. So whatever the pattern specifies, we are going to knit that number of stitches in our dark color. And then at the point that we join the light color, we are just going to take a nice end of the yarn. I like to join it by looping it over itself and sliding that right onto the needle and knitting the first stitch with it. And this is a 2-stitch integrated I-cord, so I'm going to leave my 2 stitches right here. And just for tidiness, I'm going to take this yarn tail and kind of stuff it in the middle of that sleeve so we can kind of keep just the dark and light ends here. So this is where the 2-stitch integrated I-cord happens, right here. After we've joined our light color, we're going to just drop it. I'm actually going to drop it to the left and then pick up my dark color here from underneath and simply knit to the end of the round. Just a few more stitches here. In some other colorwork techniques, you would pull the light color behind these dark stitches and kind of carry the float around so that you would have it always ready. In this technique, though, it just remains where we ended, and it's going to wait there until we get around to it in the next round. So as I start this next round, this is just the dark color continued, I'm going to knit until the point of those light colored stitches. So I've just got a few here at the beginning. And then I'm going to turn this, and here's where we're working our I-cord right in the middle of this needle. So here's how it works. We go right up into where those light colored stitches start. So here's 1, 2. And then when we are ready to use that light color again, here it is hanging out for us in the back. I'm going to go into this stitch. I'm going to take my dark color and move it over the top of that light color. So kind of drop it to the left. And then pick up that white color from underneath. Knit my 2 stitches. And then when I'm ready to use the dark color again, it's already underneath this. I'm going to pick that up and just keep going, leaving the light color right where it is. So I'll show you that one more time. And I'm going to work just the couple stitches before with the dark color. I'm going to move it over the top of the light color and pick the light color up from underneath. Now you might wonder why we are twisting the stitches like that. And it is to avoid having holes here. It just kind of keeps the colors twisted as we're working up. So it helps the I-cord kind of rise and still be attached to the fabric underneath, but leave no holes on the sides. So I've finished with those 2 stitches, and then you can just pick up the dark color again and keep going. And you can see here what we're creating is a 2-stitch that likes to kind of rise up a little bit. It's got some three-dimensional aspect to it, so it looks like it's lying right on top of that fabric. So I'll show you, I'll work a few more rows and then show you how it's looking in just a moment. Okay, I've worked a few more rows just to be able to show you what this is looking like. Kind of a nice raised I-cord. And it's integrated. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the back here too. You can see this white yarn kind of twisting around and kind of incorporating around that dark color, and that's that little fold over and pick up underneath maneuver that we worked on each round to integrate it into the fabric that is this dark, but you can see that there's no floats going all the way around the inside of the sleeve, which gives this nice bone on the outside without all of the mess on the inside. So now you're ready to go make yourself a bonita with cute little bones.